What's happening, folks? Kevin here from SportsBoxBreaks.com, coming at you live on a Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023, doing another full case of the new release 2023 Topps Allen and Ginter Baseball. This is Choose Team Case Break number 2. Guys, 6 of these in their entirety filling up on the website. Number 3, 4, 5, and 6 are actively chipping down in numbers, breaking them as soon as we get them there, so check out the offerings. If your team wasn't available in this one, it is pretty likely that you're going to be able to find it in one of the other breaks. All right, who has who in this break? Break number 2. Arizona Diamondbacks going to Alan K. We got the Atlanta Braves for Tyler B. The Orioles for Darren L. Red Sox go to Joe W. Cubbies going to Ray A. We got the White Sox Brian B. The Reds going to Torian T. The Guardians for Jeremy M. The Rockies for Travis S. The Tigers also belong to Travis. We got the Astros for Joe W. The Royals going to Robert T. We got the Angels for Angelo M. We got the Dodgers for Dean E. The Marlins for Mark C. The Brewers going to Jim W. The Twins going to Jeremy M. The Mets for Tommy K. The Yankees going to David S. The Oakland A's going to Dean E. Philadelphia Phils going to Matt F. We got the Pirates going to Jeremy M. We got the Padres going to Jeremy M. 2 more here for Travis. We got the Giants and the Mariners going to Travis. We got the Cardinals for Dean E. The Rays going to Matt F. There it was, last team karma. Matt, let's pull you something good. Texas Rangers for Joe W. The Blue Jays going to Jeremy M. The Washington Nationals going to Travis S. And then we do sell a 31st spot in this stuff, which represents all of the non-baseball content. And that spot belongs to Ray A. So anything that is not designated specifically for an MLB team will go to Ray. All right, guys, here we go. Break number 2. Like I said, more of these filling up. All cards will ship to you on all of these breaks, including this one. Settle in, make a coffee, make a cocktail, something. Probably looking at close to 2 hours to get through this guy. All right. Pull some fire here, fellas. Let's pull some fire. 1 more of these sitting on my shelf, and then the remaining 3 are over in Pennsylvania with Jason. So I have 3, Jason has 3. We already broke 1. The first one that went off a couple days back is fully sorted and ready to be packaged up and shipped. I just wanted to see what happened tonight and then get this one bulked in with the shipping. So you should see tracking numbers within the next couple of days, and that'll represent 2 of these breaks. All right, here it is. 4, 4, and 4 makes 12. Let's do it. Let me get this little box here. It's a little too sizey. Let's squish that down. Last case we did had 4 rip cards. 4 rip cards, right? All right. Oversized box topper in each box. I'm going to put those all to the side. We'll do 12 of them at the very end. Is that the way I want to go? That is the way I want to go. All right. Going to do 1 box at a time to make this manageable. Actually, I did want to go the other way. I'll never get this right. Almost 10 years of doing this stuff, and I do it wrong like every time. Oh, we got a hot box right off the rip here, guys. We got a hot box right off the rip. There's the shimmer of the hot box. A mini come flying out here of Brian Hayes. So 1 hot box per case, and we just happened to do it in the first box here. I think it's 1 per case, right? We should start getting a decent crowd hanging out here now since the email went out, and those folks that were just waiting on this to break probably showed up to watch. So guys, if you have any interest in doing some finest, maybe finest next, we're at 14. We got the other Allen and Ginters filling up. Can we do more of anything tonight? 20% coupon works on finest. All right, there's one side of it. 3 hits per box, I believe, is the number, right? In either relic form or auto form. Hopefully we'll see some more ink than we won't, right? At least 3 or 4 autos across the 12 boxes would be nice. Okay, box number uno coming on up. Let me just look at my messages real quick. I see a message sitting there. Okay, here we go, guys. Box number 1. Let me get the camera focus set up as best as possible, because that sucks right now. Let's see, Meadows sitting there all blurry. Now he's clear. I just went and got an eye exam, it seems like. All right, here we go. Again, all cards will ship to you guys. What do we got? A little Alex Rodriguez mini. Babe Ruth. Cedric Mullins, our first one, and we'll see many of the non-baseball. We got the Vulture. Acuna Jr. Jeter. Milkshake mini. Oh, the trumpet. And here comes our first hit. Timmy Trumpet, DJ musician. We got a little John DiMaggio, actor, a voice actor. Not familiar with him, but our first hit is an auto, and that's going to be the non-baseball spot, which goes to Ray. So congrats to Ray. Picking one up right off the rip here. And it's an auto. First one in, which is always nice. There's Timmy Trumpet again. Pina Colada. Mini of, what do we got? Dontrelle Willis. These minis are tough. They go flying right out of there. There's the same guy, but no ink that time. Wade Boggs. All right. What do we got? National Monuments, the violin. Kathy said to me as she was sorting out the last one, she's like, hey, when you're doing them, why don't you just put all the non-baseball off to the side in their own stack? It'll make it easier. And I'm like, I tried that in the very beginning. When we first started doing these breaks years and years ago. Alan and Ginter, we started doing it like right away. Whatever the year's release was, and it takes so long to do that. You're just setting up all these stacks. You did. You came to town and went nuts right there. We got a black border mini of Anthony Volpe for the Yankees. The Bongos. All right, there's one. There's one. Here comes the other side. What's happening, Trev? What's going on? How about a Will Clark black border mini? Nico. We got snorkeling. You do. You have a bunch of this one, Trav. Let me see. You have 5 teams in this one, buddy. You got the Rockies, the Tigers, the Giants, the Mariners, and the Nationals. Joey Votto, Will Clark again. We're still looking for 2 more hits. And here comes our second hit. It's going to be all non-baseball all the time here. What do we got? Actor Eric Stonestreet. Is it Modern Family? Is that what he's in? A little relic action there once again to the non-baseball spot, which belongs to Ray. There you go, Ray. A second one coming your way, buddy. Driving home and listening, I like it. Tommy's watching on the big screen. Travis is mobile, listening to us. The soothing sounds of Kevin G. All right, I see the silver border filigree coming up here. There it is. We got those Blue Jays with the George Springer with the silver border. Pretty cool stuff. Putting that to the side. One more hit left to pull here. Allentown, PA. Tony G. Bo Jackson. And here it is, guys. We got an Alex Rodriguez bat relic. Very cool. And it's Alex Rodriguez a la Texas Rangers this time. So Texas Rangers going to Joe W. There you go, Joe. Nice. Little A-Rod bat relic. So 2 non-baseball and then 1 actual baseball. I'll take that in one box. The Sparrowhawk. And last little bit here to close the box out. Alec Boehm and an Acuna Jr. And these are pretty cool. These are the spotless spans. All right. 1 box in the books here, guys. Better than Kenny G. Come on, nobody's better than Kenny G. Okay, let's keep going on. I chipped away this stack first, and then I put the topper up there. So let's put the topper up here, and we'll bang out this stack first and keep working our way left. There's our topper in this one. Up there he goes. Alrighty. Box 2. That one took 12 minutes. So 12 minutes, that included the roll call up front. So let's say 10 minutes, which is just about 2 hours, right? Tommy, I'm sure you guys watched did you watch a bunch of the footage that's been leaking out there from the first wave of the U2 concert? It's pretty cool stuff inside that sphere. Box loader rip card. I remember maybe last year we pulled one, right? Was it last year? It was at least within the last 2 releases of this stuff. We did pull one. I mean, obviously we would know if we had one on our hands because they're really thick. So none in the first 2. This came flying out. Vinny Pasquantino, mini. Hours and hours, Mike and Tommy. It looks pretty amazing. I was listening to a statistic. One of the guys I watch on YouTube was talking about there are, I think they said it's something like 146,000 speakers or something to that effect, and 17,000 seats. So it's almost like, I don't know what it is, 9 speakers per person to give it essentially the greatest sound quality of anything that's ever been. Like, crazy stuff. Well, there's something right there. We'll see it in a little bit. All right. here we go. Let's start on this side. We know we're going to see a hit pretty soon. So we had our hot box for box number 1. On to the standard boxes now. A lot of upside down action already. Ryan Mountcastle flew on out of there. The Peregrine Falcon. What do we got? Raphael. All right, here comes the hit, guys. We got a Bruhan in front of it. And how about a Wade Boggs? Nice. Wade Boggs. Tampa Bay Devil Rays. So Tampa Bay Rays going to be on the board from Matt F. There's that final team pickup, a little Wade Boggs mini relic. Nice. Very nice. All right. Let's keep rolling. This upside down game, I'm just going to buzz through them unless it's something of interest, like this guy right here, Josh Bell with the black border mini for Cleveland. The Enigma. Okay. How about that that Tupac situation? 27 years later and they finally arrest the dude. What is going on? If you watched any of those Tupac documentaries that have come out over the years, like that guy was directly implicated for years. Like he wasn't like off the radar. And how did they just finally get enough like evidence on him to arrest him like right now? Matt's saying if anybody's interested in that Wade Boggs, let him know. So yeah, everyone knew that Keefe D guy, right? Like he was in all the documentaries and stuff. Like yep, it is right there. It's right at that corner. There's like a AM PM mini mart or something right there, and it's like right across the street from it. There's kind of like a non-official memorial right there at that intersection, right there at that corner. If you look on the street post, there's all kinds of like Tupac stuff right there as a little memorial. The upside down situation is pretty strong here. Here's another black border mini, Mike Messina for New York. There he is, Wander. We'll keep him upside down. We don't want to look at him right side up. And what do we got? Mont Purdue and beach volleyball, fun in the sun. All right, that's half of it, guys. That is half. Here comes the next half. Pulled Wade Boggs so far. I think he was the only hit, right? That's a black border mini right there of Meek Mill. So going to the non-baseball. Dustin Pedroia mini. Jimmy from Yellowstone. What's his real name? Jefferson White. Now part of the 4-6s. If you guys watch Yellowstone, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, how about a Cedric Mullins relic here for the Orioles? Going to Darren L. Getting a little Cedric Mullins relic, full size, not a mini version this time. The Snowy Owl. So if you guys do watch Yellowstone, you know that dude that, is a showrunner, like wrote and created Yellowstone, like owns all those other shows too. He was also he acted in the show Yellowstone, but he bought a share of interest, or like majority interest, in that big 4-6s ranch. So he actually owns part of what they're like showcasing on the TV show, which is pretty weird. Yeah, Allen and Ginter is a strange product, but it's fun. It's fun. It's just a lot. Run DMC himself right there. Old Time Hockey, content creator and writer. I want to know how they come up with some of these dudes that like are just so random. All right, here comes our next hit. It looks like it's going to be, that is indeed, that's Hoodie Allen going to the non-baseball yet again, which goes to Ray A. Hoodie Allen, is that part of a hoodie? I don't know, we'll see. There you go, man. I think that's our last official hit. Let's see if we have anything else hanging out in here. Shohei. Hopefully the next box is correct orientation. This right side up activity is not a thing going forward. Corey Seager, Rangers, is going to be a black border mini. Willie Mays with a spotless span. And then a little bit left here, I see a silver border. Who's this guy? Comedian Kyle Gordon. And here is the silver border basketball player. Let's put that up there. Then Josh Bell is a mini, and we have the claves. I don't even know what those are. Percussion instrument, 2 wooden sticks. Okay. All right, 2 boxes are down, fellas. 2 boxes in. One sec here, guys. Next one. Which one is value, Joe? For real? Where was it? Oh, you're saying the silver border is the value card. Very nice, very nice. Okay, well, there you go, Ray. Congrats, sir. It's funny, we're doing baseball, but we're pulling value in basketball, right? All right, there's our full size box topper, putting it up top there for the moment. Thanks for the heads up, guys. It would have been, I'm actually going to put it in my full encased stack. I had it in my sleeve stack, but let's get a full box topper, box loader on that one. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, we're still pretty thin. I don't think we have anything. I mean, maybe we have ink. Definitely don't have... He has ink in this one too? All right. Something to shoot for. Guys, 14 spots left in Finest, 15 spots left in Bowman Chrome. Maybe, just maybe, we can get some momentum on the Bowman Chrome. Those are 4-box mixers containing some hobby and some of the HTA, so check those out. Would love to see one of those dip down into some low numbers pretty soon. Have not done any of it yet. Kathy made chili today, and all I could smell is chili in the air, and I'm starving, and it's making me super hungry. I am going to destroy some of that chili when I'm done here in about 6 years. All right, let's go. We got a Yelich. We got a Manoah. Darvish. O'Neal Cruz. George Brett. Jordan Walker. Randy Johnson. What do we got? We got a Ricky. Spotless Spans. Some crazy one-of-one cut signatures from the non-baseball Houdini, Mark Twain, and Rosa Parks. Well, that would be amazing if we could pull any of that. That would be absolutely amazing. We got something coming up here. What do we got? We have a Luis Arias. How about Miami on the board for somebody? Who's got the Miami spot in this one? That is going off to Mark C. Mark, there you go, buddy. Little relic for Miami. How about the Twins? Only in Minnesota. So again, this isn't a Twins card per se, or I guess, I don't know. It would be the non-baseball, considering it's just representing Minnesota, even though Twins are up there. Joey Votto. Brandon Marsh is looking a little bit like he was living on the side of a mountain for the last couple of years. Parasailing. You guys ever done parasailing? I never did parasailing. The first time I was ever in Cancun, Mexico, like in the mid-90s. We got a Brujan Black Border Mini for the Rays. I remember people were parasailing, and a storm came rolling in, and the storm was like, it came in so fast that the guy was in the air parasailing, and it pulled his like parachute so badly that it was like pulling the boat that was tugging the guy into a bunch of rocks. And these guys actually cut the guy's lead so that they wouldn't get pulled in. And the guy like flew over the top of a hotel from the wind. I don't exactly know how it went down. It says Twins. I believe it did say Twins. Let me take a look there, Matt. I've got it sitting in my stack of minis here. These get funky because, like, it does say Minnesota Twins. Yeah, so that one, I mean, there's not a lot of value going on there, but yeah, that would probably stand to reason that should go to the Twins, even though it's one of those, state cards. Got an Altuve. Kevin Hart. Bellinger. Paddleboarding. All right, halfway through it. Yeah, craziest thing ever. These dudes just cut the guy's line, and he went like flying up in the air like frickin' Superman. No thanks. We got the falafel. Got Hammer and Hank. Lil Baby. What do we got? The Great Horned Owl. Casey Webb. Stanton. And here comes our next hit. It is going to be Cubbies. Cubbies on the board for Ray. Getting, actually, no. It's just a Cubbies, he's wearing Cubs, but he is an actor. So Thomas Ian Nichols, my bad. So it's funny. So they put a guy who is not connected with the Cubbies in Cubbies outfits and give you basically a piece of Cubbies memorabilia, which is kind of weird. So this will not be a Cubs card, but it does have Cubs pinstripes going on there. So this goes to the non-baseball and Ray. These non-baseball ones get interesting with that kind of scenario. Derek Jeter flew out of there. I even went, so they have this like hybrid of scuba diving called like Snuba at some of these like resort destinations. Was he the kid from Rookie of the Year? Was that who it was? The movie? I remember that movie. Wasn't he the one that, like, the kid had the broken arm and it healed in such a way that he became this amazing pitcher? Alcantara. Yeah, so we did this, like, Snuba thing once. So Snuba is essentially scuba diving, but you don't have a tank on your back. They run like an oxygen line down to you, so you don't have to tote the tank around. That was some sketchy shit, man. Because you don't know who's running the show on these things. You're like putting your life in these guys' hands, and they're just like there for, you know, a minimum wage paycheck or something. I don't know. The whole thing felt really bad. All right, here comes our next hit, guys. Our next hit is going to be a bat relic, and that's going to be Scott Rowland, Philadelphia Phils. That's going to Matt F. There you go, Matt. There you go. Bat Relic Phils. Right here is Kyle Tucker. What do we got? Nolan Ryan with the spotless span. Yeah, I know. You can't, like, you're putting your life in these dudes' hands, and it's like, okay, this is crazy. So here's another one, only in, so this is Toronto, but it does have Blue Jays, so with the Rogers Center, so interesting. Much like the last one, it does have a team name stamped on it. Got a Tim Hudson. Here comes the silver border again. What do we got? Alek Manoah? We do. Toronto Blue Jays with the Manoah. Jeter Downs and the Koto. National Instrument of Japan. String instrument. Okay. All right, that's the next box. We are going to box number 4, which will put us at the 1/3 mark. Here we go. So we got 4 and 4 remaining, plus the toppers right there. One more topper, putting them up top, appropriately enough. All right, empty box. Tommy's calling off for a rip card, please, and make it for the Mets. We're due to come up on a rip card pretty soon. There's like 3 or 4 of them per case now, right? We're definitely due to see one, considering we're coming up on the 1/3 mark. Joe is calling out for Boston, or Matt's going to call out maybe for the Phillies, or maybe the Rays, or some other team. All right, 1/2. This is falling right out of there, so I'm just going to pull it out. Sandy Alcantara, Miami with the black border. Mini. Oh, hello. 2 rip cards per case, sometimes more. Yeah, we pulled 4 in the first case we did a few days back, so guess we had a higher than average on that one. Yeah, 4 it was. We had a double average. All right, let's do it. Maybe 5. Let's make that happen. All right. Still got plenty of boxes to see them come in. What do we got? Sosa. Spotless Spans of Votto. There he is again. We pulled a hit of him early on. Black border. Manny Machado, nice. Padres, who's got them Padres? Padres is Jeremy M, nice. Here is a Reggie Spotless Spans. And here comes something, guys. It's what, there it is. You guys called it. So here it comes. It's a rip card. Rip it or keep it. It's numbered also, 199. I guess they're probably all numbered. It is Texas Rangers going to be on the board. That's Joe W. Got a little Ezekiel Duran rip card. Nice. Very nice, buddy. Texas Rangers. 186 of 199 rip card. Full-size rip card. Congrats. Joe W. gets it. All right. This mini was right behind it. Michael Harris. You conjured it up, fellas. All you got to do is talk about it. Then they show up. Save room for dessert. Hungry like the wolf, yes. Aaron Nola. Maybe, I was going to say maybe they'll throw 2 in one box. Pretty unlikely, but hey, I've seen stranger shit. What do we got? Altuve with the Spotless Spans. There he is. The man whose talent is going to go wasted now for the next X amount of years. Paddleboarding. All right, here comes our next hit, guys. I didn't even notice it was sitting right there. We have some San Diego action here for Jeremy with the Blake Snell. Blake Snell relic, full size for San Diego. Congrats, congrats. Then we have an Acuna Jr. Spotless Span. Ohtani. And basketball player Scoot Henderson, and this mini was flying on out of there. What do we got? Hunter Pence. Let's see what else we got. Milwaukee. So again, these do have the team name stamp. So any of those state cards only in, I guess they do connect with the team. All right. How about a Tony Gwynn? Nice. San Diego, Tony Gwynn with the silver filigree. Nice. So San Diego scoring the Snell hit, and then Tony Gwynn. Kiteboarding. Not to be confused with parasailing. All right, 1/2 of it in the books. Let's keep going. Other side. Randy. Here's the black border again. Mini Corbin Carroll. Lou Brock. Verdugo. Easter Island. Keep rolling. I see something coming up here, guys. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? That is going to be an Eckersley. Very cool. Boston Red Sox getting this one. Going off to Joe. Dennis Eckersley. Mini relic for the Red Sox. Nice. Very nice. All right. What else? Buster Posey. Fun in the Sun. Jet skiing. George Brett again. Mini. The minis are just easier to pick up rather than pick up the whole stack and then they fall out of my hand. Got a little Tim Raines right there. We got a spotless spans of Ricky. What do we got here? We got the Allen Islands. Okay. Swiss Alps. Nolan Ryan. All right, a little bit left here, guys, out of this one. Minis flying out. Pete Alonso mini. Spotless spans of Kirby. Robert De Niro. Proud father at age 1 million. Music to your ears, and the two minis are as such. What do we got? George Springer and Steven Strasburg. All right. Guys, we're at the 1/3 mark. So 40 minutes. 40 minutes and we're 1/3 of the way there. All right. Let's, I don't know. I was going to say, let's do this. Let's make these stacks a little less high. Ooh, we got guys. Last time around, I thought that they switched everything over to the oversized box loader because we had 12 of them, and I was like, oh, they must have done away with the smaller ones. Here it is. The smaller ones exist, N43. So it is still a thing. I thought they changed it all. All right, 1/2. There's something. We'll see it at the very near bottom of this stack. All right, here we go. Black border, Gavin Lux, Dodgers. Big Poppy. There he is in mini form. Pete Alonso, spotless span. Randy. Yeah, all right, here comes something. And what do we got? How about them Mets? Tommy K, here you go, buddy. Brett Batty with a relic for the New York Mets. Congrats to Tommy. There you go. Congrats, congrats. Got a Ted Williams spotless span. Mini of Felix Hernandez. Music to your ears, the piano. Ken Griffey Jr. Speaking of Yahoo, I just saw a thing a couple days ago. Here we go. We got a little Angels. Logan Ohape. Who owns the Angels spot in this one? That is Angelo. Angelo getting the silver border filigree. And International Delights, the hamburger. I saw that the Venetian out here, their sportsbook, has been rebranded now to the Yahoo Sportsbook. And I'm like, okay, did I just go back in time 20 years? I know Yahoo has been a big name in fantasy sports for a while, but are they really trying to make their way into sports betting now? Like, all right, that's interesting. So yeah, the Venetian Sportsbook is now the Yahoo Sportsbook. I guess it's the same thing as some of these sports books, of course, now like being like Barstool branded. Yeah, just happened like a week ago. It's now rebranded as the Yahoo Sportsbook. All right, guys, what do we got here? We got fighter and wrestler Zion Clark with an auto. That's pretty cool. Zion Clark again going to the non-baseball, which belongs to Ray. Congrats to Ray. Nice one. Zion Clark. Yahoo's still huge in Japan. Like their actual like web operations, like for search and all that stuff, or like different kind of products they offer. Because here, unfortunately, in the U.S., of course, they were the 800-pound gorilla in the room for a long time and really dropped the ball. Although they've stayed alive because of their interest in a lot of things, like they owned like a 40% stake in Alibaba and all kinds of stuff, which is massive. Let's keep rolling, boys. In Japan, that's interesting. Interesting how two different markets have such different, providers for the same type of thing. I wonder if they're trying their hand in AI now like everybody else is. Microsoft, Google. Strasburg, spotless span. All right, here comes something, guys. What do we got? What do we got? We got a Justin Turner. Justin Turner, Red Sox on the board again for Joe. You got a relic of Justin Turner coming your way, buddy. Full size. Congrats. This came sliding on out of there. City of Bath in England mini. Mark McGuire looking young. Mike Trout with the spotless span. Mini of Barrios. Beach volleyball. And, well, is this some kind of SP or something? It is flipped the other way, unless it's just completely random. But a Vaughn Grissom for the Braves. You guys tell me. Tyler is the owner of it. I'm not sure if it's anything or if it just happened to be flipped. I will put it over to the side for the moment. So here he is again. We just pulled his auto in mini form. Born Without Legs. Oh, that's the guy. I didn't know who he was, but I have seen him. So, okay. That makes sense. Wasn't aware of who he was. What do we got? We got a Diaz for the Rays Black Border Mini. Tommy's calling out for another rip card to show up. That Braves card is nothing. Appreciate the heads up. You never know. So I'm going to put it back in my full stack here, that Vaughn Grissom. What do we got? Christy Mathewson. From right down the road where I grew up there. At his childhood home, they have like a full-size tree out in the front yard of Christy Mathewson's home, shaved down into a baseball bat, which is pretty interesting to see. Passed by it several times. What do we got here? We got another silver border with a Chin Ming Wang for the Yankees. Yankees getting that one. Yankees belong to David. Aaron Judge. Joey Votto. Mookie. Scherzer, and the Koto. All right, that does it for that box. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes remaining, guys. 7 to go. Guys, do me a favor. I know we got a decent amount of new customers coming our way in the recent weeks. If you guys are out there and you are new to our breaks and you never took the time to click on the subscribe on the YouTube channel, go ahead and do it. It's really just to keep the community building in a positive way, and you know, the more folks we get in these live sessions, the better the opportunity is for stuff to fill in real time as we're doing the session. So hit that subscribe. It helps out the effort. All right, there is an empty box. I feel like I'm up a little high. Should I go down? Let's go down a tad bit on the camera. Have you guys seen all this ridiculous like social media stuff since like Taylor Swift is dating, you know, Travis Kelce now, and all these like reaction videos where like, I don't know, like a young daughter says to her father like, wow, isn't it amazing that like Taylor Swift is like getting that guy from the football team so much attention? Nobody knew about him before. Which then like the fathers that are sports fans are going apeshit crazy like, are you kidding me? He was huge already. So Kathy pulled it on her own dad, who's like, you know, nearly 80 years old, a couple days ago, and recorded it and put it on her own TikTok. And I want to, within the hour, the thing had 800 views, which is crazy. It's like, what the hell's happening here? Yeah. This is the world we live in now, guys. This is the world we now live in. All right, this is flying on out of there. Tampa Bay. So there is the Tampa Bay Rays with Tropicana Field. Worlds colliding. Yes, it really is, Mike. It really is. Sports and celebrity. All right, this guy's falling out of there, so let's just get him out. That is going to be Scott Rowland for the Cardinals with just a base mini. Let's see what we got here. Tommy was calling out Rip Card, saying Rip Card coming up soon again. Let's see if Tommy knows what he's talking about. Got a Reed Detmers. Immaculate inning. All right, we got another right side up, upside down box on our hands here, so I don't know what that means, but probably nothing. If they're of any interest, I'll, of course, turn them right side up, but just so this doesn't take us 2 hours, let's knock it out here. All right, here comes. What do we got here? We got a Kyle Wright, Atlanta Braves, going to Tyler. So our first hit is going to be in relic form for the Braves. Great Barrier Reef, snorkeling. All right, another mini right here. What do we got? Ezekiel Tovar. Black border mini coming up. That is going to be Gleyber Torres, Yankees, with the black border mini. What do we got? We got Bun B. Randy once again. That's going to be Randy a la Diamondbacks. And we have another silver border here. What do we got? We got Mandy Bell, reporter, so going off to the non-baseball. And here we go. The only reason I know of this guy is because Kathy watches all the reality shows. What's he from? He is from Vanderpump or one of those shows, right? Is he the guy that was like banging all the girls? He is indeed. That is the only reason I know of this guy, because she's talked about the drama that was happening in recent months with this dude, Tom Sandoval, and it is a relic. I was going to say, it almost looks dirty. Like, what would be dirty on an actor's shirt? I don't want to know. Going off to Ray A. Ray A owns the non-baseball. Family friendly. I'm just spitting truth out here, Travis. That's all I'm doing. There was all kinds of controversy with that guy. He was like sleeping with 2 of the girls that were on the show. He's in a serious relationship with one of them and like sleeping with another one or something. All right, half of that box. Matt is calling it as he sees it. Gross. Here we go. What do we got here? 20 strikeout game. 20 strikeout game. Tommy, is the Rip Card going to show up? What do we say? What's the over-under on the Rip Card appearance in this box before we get to the end? Well, probably unlikely, because here's another hit. Corbin Carroll, it's going to be D-backs going to Allen. So bat relic of Corbin Carroll. Nice. Very nice. Congrats to Allen. We got D-backs with the black border of McCarthy. 4 more boxes. All right. We got roasted lamb. Roast lamb, an international delight. What do we got? We got the Allen test. Doctors aiming to assess collateral blood flow to the hands, often before a procedure that could disrupt it. Use the Allen test. Okay. How did they come up with that one? Sitting around a board meeting. We got the inaction. So again, I think these are pretty rare, right? Randy Johnson. It's going to be Johnson on the Expo. So this will be a Nationals card going to Travis. Very cool. I think these are only like, are they 1 per case, 2 per case, something like that? So there you go, Travis. Charlie Blackmon. Corey Seager. Rare stuff. All right, good to know. I put it in my to be encased up stack, so good, good, good. Jet skiing, last card right there. Guys, we're officially halfway there. 6 more boxes to go through. Coming on up. Travis, you're always a winner in my mind, buddy. Did you see Kathy's big win at the Win from a couple days ago? So Kathy had a like an industry show to attend over at the Win on Friday. So she went there and she had some time to kill before dinner. She sits down at a slot machine and she just could not lose. She was spiking all these bonuses and ends up turning like 200 into like 3K, which was crazy. Slot, oh, they pay, but at the rate that they pay is usually going the other way. You're paying them. All right, there's something. Going to be near the bottom. Yeah, she was killing it that day. And they were all like under hand pay value too. So like no taxables got triggered on that one, which is even better. We're still working off of that $1,200 taxable hand pay nonsense from 1978. Exactly, Mike. Win, win. Yeah, that was definitely really good. No W2G, no reporting back to Uncle Sam. There's been talk for years now that they're finally going to adjust that $1,200 hand pay threshold, you know, due to inflation, due to whatever. That was set in the freaking late 70s. Adjusted for inflation, that should be like $5,000 to $6,000 today for hand pay. Yeah, I've heard that too, but it has yet to happen. Will it ever happen? Who knows? Who knows? Adjusted for inflation, just in the last year, it probably went up 500. Gas is like on average out here now in Vegas, like $5+ a gallon for regular. Most places it's like right at the $5 mark, or like some of the places that are real gouging places like are like $5.40 a gallon for regular. Like, what is happening with this world? Okay. Here goes. Washington as well. It's like $5 a gallon now for regular. It's sickening. It is sickening. Gonna have to pick up a job at McDonald's soon now that they're ramping those salaries up. It's crazy to think that McDonald's salaries are now like whatever. They're paying these people $20 an hour, which is like a $40K a year job to flip burgers. I mean, it's still not great, but it's way better than it used to be, or way better than if they were like paying the ridiculous whatever $8 per hour minimum wage. Oscar Colas, White Sox with the black border. Lubob. All right, here comes something, guys. What do we got? We got a Kyle Tucker Astros. Houston Astros going off to Mr. Joe. There you go, Joe. Kyle Tucker, Bat Relic Mini. Colorado representing the Rockies. Remember, just like during COVID and post-COVID time, gas prices were what, $1.99 a gallon? Or even lower than that. Under $2 a gallon. Got a little Alejandro Kirk, Blue Jays with that silver border. Then a black border mini right behind it of John Smoltz for the Braves. Got a Tomei Mini, Felix Hernandez. What do we got? Hitting for the cycle. Anthony Rendon and Bob Gibson. Spotless bands. All right. Half of that box in the books. I don't know if that guy's got a chance again. I don't know, man. I mean, I know there's still a decent amount of support, but even his own party is like turning on him. He might. You never know. You never know. All right, here comes the other side. I wouldn't put anything past anything. Really trying their best in the media right now to not make that happen. What do we got? Austin Riley. We got a George Springer. All right, here comes something. What do we got? We got a little New York Mets with an Edwin Diaz. Mets going to Tommy. Little pinstripe action there. Relic for the Mets. Edwin Diaz. Gary Sheffield. Wakeboarding. Robert De Niro. Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Mattingly. Got a Clayton Kershaw black border mini for the Dodgers. And a little bit left here. Guys, we're going to be beyond the halfway mark. Can you dig it? Conjuring up my 1979 Warriors. You're really old if you get that reference. I mean, you don't have to be really old, but you know some random shit. Well, how about this? That is a nice way to end this one. Very nice. Anthony Volpe, Yankees coming in for David S. Volpe, auto, mini. Congrats to David. Nice hit. David S. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What else? Anything else in here? Joey Votto, mini, and beach soccer. Fun in the sun. Nice hit there, David. Really nice. Yankees scoring a beauty. All right, let's keep rolling, guys. Guys, if I mentioned we have 6 cases of this product, I'm just keeping throwing that out there in case you forgot from a few minutes back. I kid. No pressure. All right, here we go. We have another full-size one, oversized, if you will. That's empty. All right, here we go. All right, this is already flying out of here, so cupcakes, which look delicious. All right, maybe, just maybe, we'll see a rip card in this one. All right, here goes. Tommy's saying there's going to be 2 more. All right. Let's find 2 more. Allen Street, by any other name. Okay. Mini of Willie Mays. Aaron Judge with the spotless span. All right, here comes something. Here comes something. What do we got? Fighting Phils with the Reese Hoskins. Nice. Philadelphia Phils belongs to, that is Matt F. There you go, Matt. Nice. Hoskins relic coming your way. Congrats. The Vibe King. Oh, 2 more boxes to go before the rip card. Ah, okay, okay. We got a Peraza Black Border Mini. Big Poppy. Well, I see our next hit. It's right there. It's a relic. We'll see it in just a minute. International Delights La Bandera. The Flag. Dominican Republic's national dish. I could hear one of our dogs, I think, laying by my door. So I closed the door on my office here, and the dogs often like prop themselves up against it and want to come in here while the brakes are going off. I think I could hear them trying to creep on in. All right, there you go, Tommy. A little something, something again for those Mets. Jeff McNeil, relic. New York Mets doing pretty good, man. You're going to be able to weave together a jersey. Congrats. Cy Young. All right, here's another one flipped the other way. It's a Carlos Correa Twins. Again, I don't know if anything special with the flipped or if it's... it could be that as well, Travis. You never know. Now she'll pop in and have been listening the whole time. Carlos Correa. You guys tell me if that's anything, any kind of special SP or anything like that. We got the silver border filigree coming up here in a minute. We got the black border mini of Hoodie Allen again. Derek Jeter. And here comes the silver. How about a little Nolan Jones for those Rockies? Colorado Rockies, and this one, I believe that's one of Travis's. Yes, it is. Schwarber and the Barn Owl. All right. Guys, more product on my shelf here. If we wanted to do maybe, just maybe, Finest next, I don't know. I am down. If you guys want to kill that Finest tonight, that's the last one we have. 14 spots left, and there is a coupon on it. SBB 20 off or 20% off. Mike Trout with a spotless span. Teddy Williams Beach Volleyball. Here's another black border. Diamondbacks it is. Christian Walker. Diamondbacks going to Alan K. Ortiz. Trevor Story is the spotless span. And what do we got here? A little Jose Abreu. Jose Abreu. Jeremy Pena. All right, here comes our next hit. It's just kind of like, boom, there it is. Popped right on in. How about those Braves for Tyler? Matt Olson, Bat Relic. Atlanta Braves. Tyler gets it. Congrats to Tyler. There he is again. Mariano. We just made reservations at an Airbnb, so twice a year, you know, we have 2 corgis. If you guys, I know those that hang out for years now know this, but we have 2 corgis, and a couple times a year in Huntington Beach, they run this huge event called Southern California Corgi Beach Day. And we went to it for the first time earlier this year, and it was a blast. So they run another one in the fall, this month actually. And we kind of dragged our feet and didn't set any reservations or Airbnbs up, and now everything in town is booked. So we just booked one in Oceanside, so drivable distance. Just did that today, so we're now taking these dogs out to SoCal Corgi Beach Day for the second time. It was a lot of fun, though. These guys loved it. What do we got? Got a David Cone. Yes, nice. David Cone, Yankees again, going to David S. Ken Griffey Jr., spotless span. What do we got here? A little Allentown, PA. And the Buzzard. Okay. 4 boxes remaining, 8 boxes down. Tommy, you're saying the next one or one more, and then the one after that you're calling out for the rip card. This one or the next one, you're saying? Let's see how good you are. Well, this one, well, friends, it is this one, because there it is. The rip cards, the full-size topper rip cards are just hanging there loosey-goosey. Dodgers on the board for Dean. That is chunky and chonky. Check that out. Clayton Kershaw. Box topper, oversized rip card. I love it. So inside these guys, inside the big ones, you get 2. That's awesome. 2 of the following. That is great. Congratulations there, Dean. Good stuff, man. Very nice. Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that at all. So, all right. Love it. We did it, guys. We called out for that early on. Dean's there seeing it happen, too. Congrats, Dean. Empty. All right, let's keep going. Let's find another like regular size one, too. At least one more, right? Pretty nice case, I would say, guys. Pretty nice case. Tommy's calling out specifically for the bottom left box, so the one underneath right there. Tommy's calling out for one more rip card. At least one more. I mean, you never know. We pulled 4 in the last one. All right, let's keep going. So that's, I assume, going to be one of the 3 hits, unless they give us a bonus. So we should find 2 standard hits across the rest of the box. Hopefully they're ink, or at least one of them is ink. You know, it's such a mind game they play with you with those rip cards, too, because of course you want to rip it. You want to see if you got some crazy value on the inside, but you might be devaluing yourself by doing so. So it's like, it's such a mind game. All right, here we go. This box did have that oversized topper rip card. Let's see what else we got with it. We got a black border mini for the Fight and Fills of Nick Castellanos. Acuna Jr. spotless span. Kite boarding. Mini of, what do we got? Someplace in Mexico. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. What do we got? Justin Verlander, spotless span. And here comes our next hit, guys. It is, in fact, going to be ink, and I believe we're looking at some non-baseball. What do we got? Bruce Bolt, founder and CEO, Bear Mayer. There you go. Non-baseball spot belongs to Alan. Alan, picking up a nice collection of autos across that spot. Congrats. Andre Dawson. We got a Reed Detmers spotless span. Matt's calling out to rip it. I ripped one. I can't remember if it was last year's release. We got a Jason Kendall for the Pirates with the black border mini. I think it was last year. We pulled an oversized rip card like that, and I can't remember who the owner of it was, but they asked me, they said, go ahead and rip it, do it live. So I did it live, and it was pretty underwhelming. We probably, cut the value in half of what the card would have been worth without being ripped. So from this point forward, if anybody asks me to rip it, I'm going to say, no, thank you. You guys just send me some pictures when you rip it yourself. It is, the thought of ripping them is a lot of fun, but what do we got? Couple cards stuck together. Here's what we got. Tommy Edman, the Snowy Owl. I probably am due, Matt. I probably am. All right, Mikey Trout. Nice. Black border mini of Trout for the Angels. Angels going off to Angelo. That's true. That's true. I wonder if, if you really got high tech on these, because you can kind of see where there's 3 cards inside of it, and you can see the outline of where they are. Like if someone had, say, like an X-ray machine or something, can you actually maybe catch a glimpse on the inside of this and see if it's worth ripping? Like that would be an ultimate cheat. But crazy. A whole different kind of ripping it, Travis. A whole different kind of ripping it. All right, here comes the second half. All right, that's cool. Tony Gwynn, Mr. Padre, Petco Park. An electron microscope? Yeah, something like that, right? I bet you could, because, I mean, it's just a paper on the outside. Be like looking through a scratch-off ticket to see if it's a winner before you buy it. Right? I wonder if they have any kind of anything on the inside of the card surface to prevent that kind of thing. Mind you, Travis, she ate the chili too, so. All right, here we go. Next hit coming up here. Cubby's on the board with the Christopher Morel. Cubby's going to Ray. Ray A. Cubby's Relic. All right. The Bald Eagle. Alec Bohm. Guess what, guys? I guess the box topper hit is not deemed, unless they give us a bonus, the box topper rip card was not deemed a hit or something, because we have another something coming up here in a second, which is going to be 4 hits in this box, which would include the full-size rip card. Here it is. That is a Christian Yelich for the Brew Crew. Very nice. Milwaukee Brewers going to Jim W. Jim W. on the ownership of the Brewers. Congrats to Jim. She doesn't do any of that. 40 of 40 season. So yeah, I think that was 3 standard hits in addition to the rip card. Am I right? So basically a bonus in that box. See if we got anything else. We got a Corey Seager spotless span. We got the silver border. That's going to be for the non-baseball Casey Webb. And the last 2 cards, little Johnny Smoltz and the Falcon, the Peregrine Falcon. 3 boxes to go. All right, Tommy, I'm going to leave this one here because that's the one you were saying you think has another rip card in it. So let's leave him alone. We'll do that one at the very end. All right, N43 in that one. So 2 of those N43s so far. Empty. Guys, we'll probably get these sorted and packed and shipped out, maybe within the next like 2 days, because the other one, Allen and Ginter break number 1, is fully sorted and ready to go. I just wanted to wait until we got this one kicked off tonight, package them together, and get it out in the same shipping batch. So you'll probably see tracking numbers from my stuff hit your inbox within the next couple of days, and that'll include this one. Oh, hello. Get back in there. There we go. Alrighty, we got this mini flying out of here. Hammer and Hank, black border for the Braves. Very cool. One sec here, guys. Okay, let's do this. Acuna Jr. Spotless Span. Max Fried. Mini of, what is it? Cappadocia in Turkey. All right. Speaking of Turkey, one of my buddies that I was, good friends with as a kid. All right, here we go. I interrupt my story to see this Brandon Nimmo. How about them Mets again, Tommy? Doing all right, buddy. Bat relic. Bat relic of Brandon Nimmo for the Mets. So my buddy that I grew up with decided earlier this year to go to Turkey and get a hair transplant, which is a common thing. It's like super common now. And like you see these pictures on social media of these flights coming back from Turkey with 50 guys where their scalps look like a chia pet, where they've had the fresh hair transplants, bleeding down their shoulders. But this dude's hair grew in like crazy. Like, it really worked well for him. He said the price was something like $6,000, and that includes all the travel and stay, and they even provide you like a food allowance when you're over there, where if you did it in the US, and supposedly their techniques that they do on that thing is like like better than they do here in the U.S. I don't know why they've become the world leader at, you know, hair transplants, but he said it's like 40 to 50K over here for the same procedure, and they do it actually in a lesser kind of way. So weird. Turkey. All right, last little bit from this stack. What do we got? Ichiro, spotless span. Until he told me that he was doing that, I wasn't even aware it's a thing, and then I see it's definitely a big thing. All right, one side is done. Next side. 2 boxes to go after this one, guys. Whenever I have to refer, because Kathy's never met him, so whenever I have to refer to this guy, I say, my friend Jeff, and then I always say, Jeff with Jeff Turkey Hair. And she's like, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. So that's my distinguishing factor for Jeff. Jeff, a.k.a. Turkey Hair. Yeah, I didn't know either, but it's like a big deal. How about a Philadelphia Phil's Trey Turner black border mini? All right, here comes something. Well, guess what, guys? How about a Mark McGwire? Tommy, I mean, maybe there is another one in here, and we're really rocking these rip cards in this one. But Mark McGwire, Oakland on the board for Dean. Dean, you got the box topper rip card. Now Mark McGwire. Congrats, buddy. That's awesome. 79 of 99. Dean is making it happen here, boys. Congrats, Dean. That's amazing. Amazing. A rip-roaring good time. We're going to have a rip-roaring good time. Let's keep going. Kershaw, Dawson, Arenado. Ozzie. Corey Seager. Calling out for the rip. All right, here comes another hit. It is going to be a relic of Chris Fowler, sports broadcaster, going off to Ray and the non-baseball. There you go, Ray. Black border right behind it, Hunter Green for Cincinnati. Mini, Daniel Van Kirk. New York, and that is going to be representing Citi Field and the Mets. Don Drysdale. And here comes one of the silver borders. What do we got? This is going to be non-baseball again. Captain Sandy Yan. Another one. She's from another one of Kathy's shows. Francisco Alvarez, Mets mini, and then building a sandcastle. Last one. All right, 2 boxes to go, guys. Here comes this one. We're going to leave that guy for last. See if Tommy's revelation turns out to be true. We have an oversized topper right here. That's amazing that they put the ripcard toppers, the oversized ripcard toppers, just raw dogging it right in there, right? Like, family friendly here again, raw dogging. Here we go. The Below Deck, is that the one you're talking about, Matt? I think that's where she's from, right? Captain Sandy, Below Deck, something. I don't watch it, but Kathy loves those shows. She loves all the Bravo shows. If that is, in fact, a Bravo show. You're supposed to be going to BravoCon, that whole thing they have out here in Vegas. Not sure if it actually went down already or not. This is falling out of here, so let's just pull it out of there. We got a Diaz. She has me watching a couple of these crazy reality shows now, although I don't watch many of them. I watch like 2. The one she has me watching is Love After Lockup, which is the craziest thing I've ever seen. If you guys have never seen this show, I highly say sit through like 2 or 3 episodes and just watch this insanity. Frank the Tank. It's basically a show about either prisoners that are actively in prison and have relationships with people on the outside that they've cultivated through these like dating apps that exist solely to pair up prisoners with other like people on the outside. And it almost always turns out to be a sham where the prisoner is just fleecing the person on the outside for money. But it's really ridiculous. And then, of course, 90 Day Fiancé. But I've never seen, like, the original OG version. I've only seen, like, I think it's before the 90 Day? I don't know. But that show is also a whole level of insanity. There's a little something. We'll see that shortly. That 90 Day show is nuts. America. Oh, we love our reality TV. All right, here we go. Let's look at this side. I see a black border mini. Let's just pluck him right out of there. What do we got? We got a Carlos Correa for the Twins with the black border. What was this one? That was Kyle Schultz, professional wiffle ball player. Just want to make sure I didn't pass anything off there that was of interest. Got another upside down, right side up box on our hands. Every other card is flipped. Flan. Cal Ripken Jr. All right, here we go, guys. Ooh, all right. How about the Reds getting a Will Benson? Reds going off to Mr. T, Torian. I don't think Torian's hanging out live tonight. But there you go, buddy. Will Benson auto in mini form rookie action. Congrats. T, scoring one. Then we got a John Kruk mini. Trey Turner. How long we at this so far? 1 hour, 44 minutes on this break so far, guys, with 1 box remaining plus the toppers. Mini of Christ the Redeemer in Brazil. Xander. Votto. I'm not going to flip them right side up unless they're a hit or something of interest. Reggie. Babe Ruth. Brujan mini and the harp. All right, other side still left to look at here. Kimchi. You know, I've never had kimchi. The thought of like, you know, pickled slash half rotting cabbage leaves or whatever, isn't that what kimchi is? Has never really appealed to my taste buds. Brandon Marsh. Vladimir Guerrero with a spotless span. And here we go. How about them Mets? Tommy, Mets are doing pretty good, buddy. Francisco Alvarez, relic. Going to the Mets. Going off to Tommy K. Congrats, bud. Mets must have had at least 4 hits, right? At least 4 or 5 hits so far. Tanning. This is true, Travis. I'm just a meat and potatoes kind of guy. Very simple taste. All right, we got another flipped card. Does it mean anything? I don't know. Probably not. Carlos Rodon. You tell me if it means anything, if it's any kind of value card, or if it's just flipped for the sake of being flipped. Go eat a chalupa. I mean, hey, I'll take a chalupa all day. Trey Mancini. All right, here comes something. How about Will Myers again, this time with the bat relic? Second hit of Will Myers we're pulling there for you, T. Congrats, congrats. Will Myers. It was number 111, I think. If that's what you're looking for. Numbering, I think, maybe? Is it the 300s that are the SP numbering? What do we got here? Anaheim. Angels Stadium. Francisco Rodriguez. Is that what you were looking for, Trev? We got a Clayton Kershaw. Yeah, I think so. I think it was just flipped in there for sloppiness sake, if you will. All right, here comes the silver border. What do we got here? A little Cleveland Guardians action. Stephen Kwan. Cleveland Guardians going to Jeremy M. Hoodie Allen and Beach Soccer. Guys, we're down to the last box. Is Tommy's revelation correct? He said there's going to be a rip card in that box. We will see. I mean, we pulled some pretty good rip cards, including the oversized box topper rip card. Here we go. Last box. We have another oversized box topper. So that sits there. Joe is saying Tommy is correct. There we go. Empty box right there. If not a rip card, how about a 1 of 1 or one of those cut autos or something craziness that we were talking about? Rosa Parks, cut auto. Who were some of the other ones? Some of the other ones were like super high profile people for the non-baseball. Could be. I'm not counting anything out. You never know. You never know. This card was falling out of there. Let me make sure we don't do anything. Houdini, Mark Twain, Rosa Parks. All right. Could be insane if we pull something like that. There's a Houdini Museum back in my home hood area there in Scranton, PA, which is so weird. Like, why does a Houdini Museum exist in Scranton, PA? But apparently they claim it's because in the 20s, when the whole vaudeville circuit was a thing, you know, Houdini was part of that whole circuit of performing with the vaudeville, you know, rotating like entertainment thing, and Scranton was like a big stop on that vaudeville circuit. I don't know. Still makes kind of no sense that there's a Houdini museum, and not even in downtown Scranton. It's like in the outskirts of North Scranton. All right, guys, here it is. We're fully unpacked. Let's see what we see. Here goes. Mini of Marte, Bo Bichette with the spotless span. Professional pickleball player Tyson McGuffin. Andy Warhol, Charlie Chapman, Eisenhower, and Helen Keller are also some of the cut autos. Amazing. I'm sure there is very few of them. Very few of each. All right, we got something. Holy shit, Tommy. Tommy. I think that's a freaking rip card, guys. I think that's a rip card. My good God. It is a rip card. In the box that Tommy called out for a rip card, and it's going to be Trey Turner for the Phils. Matt F. on the ownership. That's amazing. I am shocked right now. Congrats. That's amazing stuff. Holy shit, he did it. He called it out like 5 boxes, maybe even more than 5 boxes back, and it turns out to be accurate. 66 of 199 on the Turner. Amazing. Matt's calling out to rip it. I don't know, Matt. I prefer to not rip it, honestly. I'd prefer to not rip it. It is your card, but congratulations, buddy. That's awesome. Tommy, I'm stunned. How did you do it? Mike Trout, spotless span. Houdini. Tommy's the real Houdini around here. We got a Joey Votto. We got a black border of Lou Brock for the Cardinals mini. Nice. We are upside down. All right, let's see some ink in here too. There he is. The man who shall remain nameless. Oh, what do we got? The Netherlands with the International Delight. Stampot. The wrapper, like the cellophane around the box, is there some kind of indication on those to tip off that there might be a rip card inside? Greg Maddux. Crystal Reed from Teen Wolf. Okay. No wonder why I had never heard of her. The only Teen Wolf I know is Michael J. Fox. And the California Condor. All right, we're halfway through this box, and then we got all the toppers to look at. And I'm going to say, Matt, if you do rip that card, send us some photos, buddy, because I don't want to rip it for you. Just in case. Like, my luck, I'll, like, I don't know, rip a piece of the inner card or something weird. All right, here comes something. What do we got? Only in Seattle. Seattle Mariners. Matt, I apologize there for Nightbot. Nightbot is if there's like caps or something like that. It thinks that you're spamming up the channel and removes the message. All right, here we go. How about them Braves? Matt Olson again showing up here. Tyler owns it. Matt is still calling out. Matt, I'll rip it if you want me to. Let's do this. I'm going to put him right to the side here. Matt owns it. Philadelphia Phils. Matt Olson, Braves. You know what just went through my head? What just went through my head is a couple years ago we had somebody popping in to the chat. Now I know that is actually Matt, but I had somebody popping into the chat and they would change their display name to other people that were actively sitting in the chat. So now I'm thinking to myself, wait, is that actually Matt? I don't know if that is actually Matt. Matt, do me a favor. If you want me to rip it, I will do it. Send me an email real quick and say, yes, please rip it. That way, I will know that the person in the chat and the person who owns the spot is actually you. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we had a guy a few years back pretending to be other people in our live breaks and spamming up the chat. It was crazy. Craziest thing ever. Because Google made it too easy to like change your display name. You could say like, you know, your name is Elon Musk now or whatever the hell you want to say it is. And he was looking at people that were actively in the chat, and the guy must have had like 20 like sock puppet accounts that he would just be able to change at will and pop into the chat. And all of a sudden, like people whose names I normally recognize were popping up saying crazy shit. But it wasn't them in reality. Got an Aaron Judge, spotless span. Babe Ruth, nice. Babe Ruth with the silver border filigree for the Yankees and David. All right, guys, here it is. This is going to be our last hit of the standard boxes. How about Tampa Bay getting it with the Randy Arozarena? Nice one. Tampa Bay Rays were the final spot to get picked up. Matt snagged them. Getting a little bat relic. And the last two cards before we look at the toppers, we got Jimmy again from Yellowstone and Christy Mathewson one more time. All right, we are there, guys. It is box topper time. I mean, this case would be amazing if all of a sudden we pulled some ink in one of those. All right, here we go. Let's start it up. Dodgers getting the first one. Clayton Kershaw. There it is. No ink on that one, but Clayton Kershaw, Dodgers going off to Dean. Oversized again. Ooh, Mike Trout, Angels. Angels going off to Angelo. Mike Trout. No ink, but all the box toppers are always nice. Let's put the small guys off to the side. Of course, we pulled that beauty right there, Clayton Kershaw with the rip card. How about a Soto? San Diego, a little Juan Soto. San Diego going off to Jeremy M. Acuna Jr., Braves. I'm hoping for ink. Ohtani, Angels. That would be a crazy one if we did pull something like an Ohtani. A Mike Trout with ink. Here's Acuna Jr. again. Braves with another Acuna Jr. Bobby Witt. Nice. Kansas City. Kansas City belongs to Robert T. Hold on, Robert. Sometimes these wrappers are a little funky to get going. Bobby Witt. Here's Ohtani again. Ohtani one more time. And the last one of the oversized, Aaron Judge. Very nice. So no ink, but always pretty cool to look at. What do we got? The N43 is coming up now. Well, how about that guy? So Wander is the first of the two N43s, and Jackie Robinson. Okay, nice. Dodgers with the Jackie Robinson. Very good. Dodgers again belong to Dean. Yeah, let me take a quick look at something. Matt sent the email that I requested that says rip it, so guess what, guys? I'm going to rip it. Matt, I hope you understand my hesitancy. I just want to make sure that the person in the chat is the actual owner. That's basically what that is. So I looked at my email real quick, and Matt is in there saying go ahead and rip it. All right. So here we go, guys. Matt, one more time, I'm just going to confirm you do, in fact, want it to be ripped before I rip it. So let me just double check. Matt F on the ownership. Yes, yes. So they have these little indentations at the top. I'm trying to see what the starting point is there. So inside this card will be a red mini autograph, an exclusive mini parallel, an exclusive mini wood parallel, an exclusive mini metal parallel, or a one-of-a-kind sketch card. So Matt, one more confirmation, if you will, sir. I'm super reluctant to do anything on these cards that are going to mess shit up. So you guys are in for a treat. Matt is looking for this to be ripped, so just waiting for him to chime in one more time. Matt F., are you out there, sir? Hello, hello. All right, I don't know if Matt dipped out. He might have dipped out. If so, I will not rip it, but I'll rip it in a little mini video on its own. But for Micah saying drama, not really. I just want one more confirmation from Matt live in the chat before I go ahead and do it. So I'll give it a minute here. If Matt doesn't chime in, I'm going to leave it off to the side, and I'll do it later and record it in real time as I do it. But that was a fun break, guys. Some really good value stuff was pulled in that one. Oh, is he timed out in the chat? He could be. He could be. Let me change. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. I didn't even think about that. Stupid Nightbot, right? Matt, I am going to change that. So Matt, if you're out there, chime on in now. I added you as a moderator there, so you shouldn't have any restrictions on your chat. Nightbot has no control over you from this point on. So Matt R, or Matt F rather, Matt F. Chime on in. Alright guys, I am going to stop this video right here, and then if Matt pops in and says do it, I'll record it in a little separate mini video, which I think he probably will in just a minute or two. So that'll do it for that one, guys. You might see a little addendum video coming up with this guy right here being ripped open. So thanks again for filling it, guys. 4 more of these actively filling up on the site, so check it out. And yeah, we're going to be breaking more of them as they get filled. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it.